What just happened there? Making me look like I have greñas on camera. Welcome back to another New and Beauty, guys. If you are new, my name is Alatorre. Join the family and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying something different and filming in a, different than what you would normally see. This lens is wide angle, so keep that in mind if I look a little distorted. I just wanted to try something different. It's just more casual, it just feels that way. And I love the way this lens captures makeup products. It looks so incredibly good. Like, you can really see how these items look on my face, especially when I can get this close and tell you about my woes of this eyeshadow and how I really feel. So if you are interested and want to check out some new drugstore items, because this video is mainly drugstore, just keep on watching. Okay, so I know I'm gonna try the new Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation, but I don't want to use it on my eyes today because I'm not sure how I like it on my skin in general. And I love prepping my eyelids with Mika and Boom are chasing a squirrel. I like prepping my eyelids with a foundation. So I'm gonna go with what I know works. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in shade 460. And I'm just going to apply that to the lids. Just a nice thin layer. And my new rule with New and Beauty video, I'm gonna have to stop this because they're gonna argue in the backyard this entire time. My new rule with New and Beauty videos and trying new face products like foundation, concealer, powders, primers is that I can only try one new product. And I know some of you guys are like, why? That's not fair, we wanna see more. Sometimes when you do that, it's hard to distinguish what is causing your makeup to not look good. If it goes there, if it starts to not look good, you're like, I don't know, is it the powder? Is it the concealer? Is it the foundation? Is it the primer? I don't know. So today I'm gonna be trying the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. So that's gonna be my new, my one new face product. Everything else is gonna be stuff I've used before and that I know works. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust the brow bone down to the crease with my COVERFX Perfect Setting Powder. The new shadows I'm gonna be trying today are these Brilliant Eyes Liquid Shadows from L'Oreal. I've really been loving liquid eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows, mostly liquid eyeshadows like this type. For a shimmery lid color, I just feel like you get way more of a color payoff. So this is gonna be like the main eye product I'm trying today. Everything else I feel like I've pretty much used. So to just define the crease of the eye before going in with that liquid shadow, I'm gonna just toss in my bronzer, this Milk Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced. I'm just gonna pop into the crease, just so that there's like a little definition there before I go in with the liquid. One more step before I use the liquid eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil in Because I'm Black. It's a really creamy black pencil, easy to blend out. I'm trying to recreate Bahati's look for the Oscars red carpet. She had like a grungy bronze eye, and that's why I pulled these two colors from the liquid eyeshadows from L'Oreal. So she had a lot of black liner and then like a nice bronzy shadow. So this I'm going to apply to the lash line and then blend it up. And it's okay if it's messy because it's just kind of providing a base for that liquid eyeshadow. So I want to use this color because I think it's pretty similar to the one Bahati had on. This one is called Bronze Light. So I'm gonna have a little blending brush on hand, synthetic when using creams or liquids, and I am going to just apply it all over the lid, over the black liner, even over and along the lash line. Ooh, look at that color. That is really pretty. It's like foiled eyeshadow. I think the key with these eyeshadows is always, how does it blend out? Because sometimes they blend out and like lose all their pigmentation. So hopefully it blends out looking exactly like what it looks like right here. What I do is just a little patting motion. So I keep the shadow essentially where I placed it. And I feel like it looks pretty good, like very comparable to a lot of high-end eyeshadows. Let's do one more coat and see what happens. I think that looks so good. I think it looks, seriously, watch fast forward and like all my makeup falls apart.
11 minutes later.
I'm really not liking the way my eyeshadow looks right now, guys. Honestly, you can see it getting a little flaky in some parts, but I did add 2 layers and then blended, so maybe one might be good enough. It looked good with just one, but you could see the little, see that? The little like flakies on there. But aside from that, I think for drugstore, this looks amazing. I love liquid shadows and I will definitely use those because they came in like a variety of colors. I do have a new brow technique that I literally just came up with this morning that I want to do on camera for you guys, so I'm not going to fill them in just yet. Let's just finish the eyes and then we'll go back to the skin. So I'm just going to add a little layer of black just to keep that lash line dark, but still blending it back out. So let's see how this shadow blends once it's kind of set on your eyelid. It's actually not too bad. It's flaking off a little bit, but I don't have my base done yet, so we're in the clear. Okay, let's give this new foundation a try. I'm really excited because I know I love the Dream Urban Cover, the one that's like a tinted moisturizer but with coverage. Love that foundation, like 10 out of 10. Recommend that foundation for a drugstore pick, and just like in general, I think it's great even in comparison to some of my high-end foundations. So I have very high hopes for this. I'm mixing the shades 75 Natural Beige, see that nice olivey undertone, and 5 Vanilla. My trick is always a dark olive undertone foundation and then a light neutral one. So I always do more pumps of, almost knocked over my whole camera set. I always do more pumps of the darker one and then essentially like 1 or 2 of the light one just to soften it up. I'm just mixing the 2 shades together. Let me do one more pump just so you guys can see the texture of it. It's got like a really nice creamy texture. It definitely feels more like a hydrating foundation versus something that's gonna be matte or powdery or like a satin finish. This one looks like it's gonna be like a dewy fresh finish. So let me just get up close and show you guys. I'm just gonna pat it in with the Beauty Blender. The color match came out perfect, those 2 shades. And it definitely has a really, really nice skin finish. Oh yes, I think we have a winner, Maybelline. They have been killing it with their complexion products lately. I'm really, really impressed. I mean, they really had me with Dream Urban Cover. I guess this one would give you more of like the feeling of an actual foundation, and then the other one would be more so like a tinted moisturizer, quick application with your fingers type deal, everyday kind of product. But yeah, this looks really nice. The coverage is really nice. It's like a medium coverage. It doesn't feel heavy. Stayed really dewy. Okay, what do we think? Overall thoughts, comment down below. Do you like it? Have you tried it? It has been out for a while. And do you like this one over Dream Urban Cover? I think this is really hard. I don't know, because I know people are gonna ask, okay, so which one would you recommend? This one or Dream Urban Cover? I just love the creaminess of Dream Urban Cover. It just feels, I just love it. I don't know what it is. So I'm a little biased. I would probably recommend that one. However, this is only my first time using this, so who knows, wearability-wise, I might end up liking this one more. We'll see. And then if the edge of the eyeshadow needs to be cleaned up, I'm gonna take that foundation on a concealer brush and just clean it up like so. It gives you a nice sharper cat eye, kind of like how Bahati had it in that photo. And then sticking to what I said in the beginning, I'm not gonna use any other new face products, so I'm just gonna run through these steps really quick, using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer to highlight the center of the face. And then I'm also just gonna set everything with the COVERFX Perfect Setting Powder. Well, not everything, just the under eyes, laugh lines, any creasy areas, because I wanna use a new cream blush. So this way I can just lock the places that need to be locked in real quick so that they don't further crease up or like shift around. This is the Maybelline Cheek Heat. If you guys remember when they sent a little bouquet PR package and these were stuffed in there and Boomer decided to eat all of them, I came home to blush all over the rug. It was like a white jute rug all over his paws, his face. It was a disaster, and they thankfully sent me another one. They were like, not for Boomer or Mika, even though Mika would never touch a cream blush or any of my makeup. She would never do anything. Mika's an angel. And I'm using the color 15 Nude Burn. I'm gonna take the bottom of my Beauty Blender, or actually, sorry. One more thing. Again, going against my rule, kind of. I'm gonna take this JOUER Essential High Coverage Concealer Pen, also new, in the shade Coffee. It really caught my eye. I'm not a huge cream contour person, but I wanted to give it a try because sometimes when I use a cream blush, it's really hard to apply your powdered bronzer afterwards because it's gonna stick to the cream blush. So just to do like a little bit of contouring, I'm gonna add this right here. See how perfect that color is? I guess while I'm at it, I'm also gonna add it up here. I'm gonna use a small little kabuki brush to blend it out. I didn't really gravitate towards that product as a face concealer because it is on the thicker, creamier side, and I feel like I wouldn't use it to highlight under my eyes. And in order to spot conceal, I feel like I couldn't find an exact match with one. That's why I like the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealers, because you can custom blend the 2 shades to find your perfect match. It just seemed like a lot, but for a cream contour, I really like the idea of that pen. And it's already chiseled to a nice point. Perfect for contouring. I also don't like that you have to push. I'd rather it be like a twist up. That would be like my only negative thing I would say about it. I could also use this pen on the sides of my nose, but anytime I do a cream contour on my nose, I get carried away. I'm just really bad at that. I rather lightly add a bit of a contouring powder there afterwards once I've set with powder versus trying to cream contour, because I do the opposite where I make my nose look bigger, and I have a very small nose as is. 100% natural, all mine. No surgeon has ever touched it. I get asked that a lot. Okay, and then to clean up the contour, if it's like a little low or doesn't look as chiseled, I take the foundation mixture in the concealer brush and I just add a little more foundation versus adding concealer to keep everything really light on the face. I do like that the foundation has dried down and it still is blendable. It's like, it's not glued to my face. Sometimes with foundations that are really heavy or matte, I mean, not saying that this one is matte or heavy, but a lot of foundations, once they're on your face, they're really hard to further blend out or add more product. And this one is really nice. And look at that glow it gave my skin. I really, really like it. Okay, so now we can go back to this cream blush. I'm gonna pick it up with that same beauty blender in the bottom, work it in like so. And then this one has more of like a glossy consistency versus a lot of other cream blushes that I played with. So just to make sure I don't go in too heavy, I'm gonna start by dabbing a little on my hand and then going onto the cheeks. Ooh, yes, cheeky. I really like this. I was a little scared because of how glossy it was. I was like, I feel like I can only wear this on no makeup days by itself for a little cheek color, but it's going on really nice. Okay, I think from here, I'm just gonna grab a little more of the foundation and just blend over the forehead so it doesn't look so tan. So if you ever do a cream contour and it's too dark, just take your foundation and literally blend over it. Look at how nicely it layered over top of the existing foundation I had on. I'm just gonna wipe the product that's in my hair, and I wanted to show you guys these. These are new from ALMAY. They're biodegradable, long-wear makeup removing cleansing towelettes, hypoallergenic. I really like that they are biodegradable. I don't think it says if the package is actually biodegradable. That's the issue. A lot of times the package that the biodegradable wipes come in isn't actually biodegradable. And as much as I would love to just not use them at all, I just need them for occasions like this, and it's great when the product itself is biodegradable versus the ones that are not. So just wanted to give you guys that info in case you were looking for a biodegradable wipe. I'll have to look into some other ones that also come in biodegradable packaging. If you have any recommendations, leave them down below for us. I just realized I should have finished my under eyes, since I am gonna go in with a little more powder, because now that my cheeks are glossy, we have the probability of having some fallout land on the cheeks and then not being able to remove it. So I'm going to take my COVERFX powder and set my whole face. And when it comes to the cheeks, I'm not gonna like plaster powder over the cream blush, but I am gonna add a little right here, but keeping this part glossy so that the skin is naturally glossy. And I'm using my LH Powder Puff. I haven't used this in forever and I get so many questions about it when I do. I just dump some powder in there, work it in, and then just press the powder into the skin. And then to finish the eyes, all I'm gonna do is run that black liner again on the lower lash line and completely fill in the waterline, and then add some more of that cream liquid shadow over top of the black liner. So I'm picking it up on this tiny Morphe M213 brush just to be more precise. It could look better. My hair could look better also. I don't know what that is. It could look better. I feel like it got a little crusty there once I started layering more, especially on this outer edge. But I don't think that this is a bad product. I just think that the way I used it maybe didn't go as great. I'm gonna keep going though, because I feel like the look isn't totally dead. And I really want to share this new highlight from Revlon with you guys, the Revlon Skin Lights. Look at this. It looks so high-end that I have to use it. I don't care if the eyeshadow doesn't look that great. We're gonna use this product. I'm gonna take my Zoeva 134 Luxe powder brush, and I'm mainly gonna work it into this area right here. Maybe it'll distract away from the weird eyeshadow situation. That is high end. That looks so high end. That is so glossy. Does this have a shade name? 202 Twilight Gleam. Doesn't even matter that my eyeshadow doesn't look good. I'm also gonna add it just right here and the Cupid's bow, but I've been avoiding up here because instead I've been doing a shimmery bronzer. Add it up here. It's been giving me more of a subtle glow, especially if I do like a cream contour on the forehead versus like an intense glow from a highlight that can look a little scary sometimes. And then for the rest of the face where I want to add a little more contour where I didn't cream, where I didn't use a cream contour, I go in with this MAC palette and use this center contour powder on the sides of the nose, jawline, and underneath the lower lip. Oh, almost forgot to also apply this to the inner corner of this crappy eyeshadow. I'm really not liking the way my eyeshadow looks right now, guys. It just looks really heavy and crusty. And I kind of wish I had done my intro with no makeup on. That's how I feel about my eyeshadow right now. But this highlight, though, is amazing. And again, I just think it's the way I use the eyeshadow. I don't think it's actually a bad product. I'm gonna add a little bit of this highlighter up here, so it'll hopefully make the crusty shadow look a little more blended. Now for the brow technique and then the lip, and we are done. And I'm hoping once I add mascara, this won't look so crazy. So first of all, I think this technique would work better if I had like a brow pomade or not like a crunchy gel, just kind of like a paste basically. So I'm going to first apply my brow gel, which is already very different than how I normally do it. But I'm gonna really brush my brow hairs up. Then what I do is I use this brand new, well, again, it's been out for a while, just haven't used it, Maybelline Tattoo Studio brow pomade in the shade Black Brown and a tiny little angled brush. So I'm gonna pick up the brow product. And I start by taking off a little on the back of my hand so it doesn't go on so strong on my actual brows. Kind of want the brow gel to dry down a little bit more, but yeah, let it dry down. And then anywhere where it's a little sparse, I just do little flicks. And I've been getting a way more natural looking brow than with the pencil. And I think it's like the fact that I brush them up first, so it lets me see what areas are actually sparse, is what gives me this effect. I think that looks way more natural than how I was doing my brows before. I'm just gonna apply my superhero mascara real quick and then do the lip to finish off this look before I wanna rip it off because the eyeshadow, guys, it's not happening for me. Okay, I have to say, when I was doing my mascara, I got some of it on the shadow and I started to blend it out, and now I still don't like the way it looks, but it doesn't look as crusty. It took off all the like crusty layers, so I feel a little bit better about it, but still not 100% there. Okay, for the lip, I'm gonna use this Milani I Am Pretty shade number 5. I'm sure these have been around for a while. I haven't used it. I haven't really tried that many Milani lip products. And I'm gonna top it off with one of their glosses, also this one, which I thought was so pretty. It's called Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper, and the shade is Natural Luster. Look at it, it's so pretty. So let's see what this lip combo does for us. Distract us away from the eyeshadow, hopefully. I feel like I probably needed a lip liner, and I just kind of went in. It's not super pigmented, that's for sure. Wow, that is really pretty. This lip gloss looks high-end, and it is not. Breaking news. All right, final looks, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's New and Beauty, especially it being mainly drugstore. Let me know what you would check out down below, and if you want to see something in particular in the next New and Beauty, also comment down below, and don't forget to give this video a like. Share it with anyone who you think is in the market to purchase some new drugstore favorites, because that Skin Lights by Revlon, it's definitely gonna be on their list. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Mwah.